Hey there! So, Audi finally did it. After killing off the glorious, naturally aspirated V10 R8 and leaving us in a depressing wilderness of heavy electric crossovers, they announced a new flagship supercar. They call it the Nuvolari. They revived a classic name from a 2003 concept car just to trigger our collective nostalgia. But let's get real for a second and look past the corporate hype. This isn't a bespoke piece of German engineering greatness born from a blank sheet of paper. Audi simply walked into the Lamborghini factory, raided the corporate parts bin, stole the keys to the new Temerario, and slapped 4 silver rings on the nose. It costs an absolute fortune, and yet the accountants still managed to strip out the basic human comforts. Audi wants you to believe this is a revolutionary breakthrough, but it feels like the ultimate exercise in corporate laziness wrapped in an ultra-expensive carbon fiber shell. Beneath that cynical corporate strategy, however, lies a collection of mechanical numbers that will absolutely melt your brain. The heart of the machine is a mid-mounted, twin-turbocharged V8 engine with a displacement of 4 liters. That internal combustion engine alone screams all the way to a spectacular 10,000 RPM redline, which sounds like an absolute banshee on the racetrack. But Audi didn't stop there. They paired that V8 with 3 axial flux electric motors and a 7.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The total system output is a terrifying 987 horsepower. When you plant your right foot, the Nuvolari hooks up its complex predictive all-wheel drive system and rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in a blistering 2.6 seconds. Keep your foot pinned and it will crack 200 kilometers per hour in just 6.8 seconds before topping out well beyond 350 kilometers per hour. It accelerates with the violent, sickening urgency of a full-blown hypercar. The exterior design represents a massive departure from the sharp, technical lines of the old R8. Audi states that the styling relies heavily on Bauhaus and brutalism. In plain English, that means it looks like a high-speed concrete bunker designed by an angry architect who only owns a ruler. It features massive, imposing surfaces, active aerodynamics with an F1-style drag reduction system, and a striking stance. Step inside and you find what Audi proudly calls a digital detox interior. This is automotive marketing speak for a cabin that is completely barren. There are no fancy touchscreens, no wireless phone chargers, and absolutely no cup holders. If you pay over 600,000 euros for a vehicle, you should at least get a place to put your morning coffee. Instead, your expensive espresso becomes a scorching lap warmer at the very first corner. Predictably, the internet is already melting down over this machine, and the community feedback is brutal. Enthusiasts across the forums are shouting that the Nuvolari is just a Lamborghini Temerario wearing a very expensive German business suit. Critics point out that for the astronomical price tag, buying the actual Lamborghini gives you far more theatrical drama and a badge that people actually recognize at the country club. Nobody wants to spend hypercar money only to have the valet park it next to an oil-burning diesel hatchback with the exact same front grille. Furthermore, die-hard fans of the brand are mourning the death of the old R8. They argue that a heavy hybrid system completely ruins the pure lightweight agility that made previous German sports cars so legendary. When you look at the big picture, the Nuvolari represents a very strange paradox. It offers staggering performance that can easily humiliate almost anything else on a drag strip, yet it robs the driver of any everyday usability. It features an incredibly advanced active ride system that bends the laws of physics, but the stark interior makes a long road trip look like a form of medieval torture. You get Formula One technology in a limited run of just 499 units, which ensures it will mostly sit in climate-controlled garages as an investment piece for billionaires who cannot even drive properly. Ultimately, my final verdict on this machine is clear. The engineering team delivered an absolute masterpiece of hybrid performance, but the product planners drowned it in marketing smoke and mirrors. It is not a genuine breakthrough for the brand because it relies entirely on Italian life support to exist. If you want a real supercar, just go buy the Lamborghini. If you buy this Audi, you are simply paying a massive premium for a digital detox and a wet lap. Save your money, remember the glorious V10 era, and let the collectors fight over this magnificent, overpriced identity crisis.
But if you thought Audi was the only brand that completely lost its mind this year, buckle up, because Maranello just rolled out something that has tifosi worldwide crying themselves to sleep. Meet the Ferrari Luce. Yes, you heard that right. The legendary prancing horse just dropped its first ever fully electric supercar. Except it's a 4-door, 5-seat liftback costing an insane €550,000, trading the glorious roar of a gas engine for a wall outlet. Forget Enzo Ferrari's legacy. The Italians are playing by Silicon Valley's rules now.
The real kicker here is the design. The geniuses in Italy thought it'd be a brilliant idea to hire Joni Ive, the legendary ex-Apple designer, to pen the Luce. And guess what? The end result looks exactly like an Apple Magic Mouse slapped onto a set of massive wheels. The internet immediately exploded with memes, mocking it as the iCar, while Ferrari stock plummeted by 8% right after the reveal. Instead of the aggressive, predatory lines of a proper supercar, we got a smoothed-out, sterile gadget that looks friendlier than a family hatchback. On the tech side, the numbers are absolutely nuts. The Luce packs 4 independent electric motors, one for each wheel. In boost mode, this EV rocket spits out a crazy 1,035 horsepower. 0 to 60 takes a mind-blowing 2.4 seconds, or 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.5, with a top speed smashing past 310 km per hour. The 122 kilowatt-hour battery gives you over 500 kilometers of range. But here's the catch. This monster weighs a staggering 2,260 kilograms. To make up for the missing V12 Symphony, engineers decided to pipe a synthetic hum into the cabin, generated from axle vibrations. Are you kidding me? Artificial sound in a $500,000 Ferrari?
Step inside, and the interior tries desperately to look analog. IVAI have actually ditched the giant iPad-style touchscreens in favor of tiny OLED displays and physical switches. But even real clicky buttons can't hide the fact that you're sitting in an ultra-expensive household appliance. The Luce is completely stripped of any primal automotive passion. This isn't a supercar. It's a luxury robot shuttle for billionaires who couldn't care less about pure driving emotions. The light of a great Italian era has officially gone out, leaving us with a silent, flawless, but completely soulless refrigerator. If you enjoyed this brutal roasting of Audi's corporate laziness, do me a massive favour right now. Smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss our high-octane automotive reviews. Drop a comment below and tell me, would you drop €500,000 on this glorified Lamborghini clone or buy a classic R8 V10 instead? Turn on those notifications and I will see you crazy petrol heads in the next video.